I'm really excited about today's video because I'm going to show you exactly how we package web design, hosting, and marketing into a solution-first offer where all of the clients buy both the website and the monthly retainer, because the monthly retainer is so critical. That will like quadruple your revenue. It takes like a $2,500 project and turns it into a $10,000 client. And the retainer is where the results come from for the client too. It's like they're going to be getting better results. You get better results. Everybody's winning, which is why this is so much fun. And one of the things that I've realized is that when you're doing something that's different and significantly better than the mainstream approach, there are essentially infinity clients. So you can do this, I can do this, we can all do this, and there will still be far more clients than we can possibly serve. So I'm going to show you exactly what we do, what's included, how we price it, how we present it, so that if you want to do this stuff too, you can. And at the end, I'll show you how we can even work together on all of this so that if you want to collaborate with me to land these clients and kind of almost even copy and paste this business model into your business, we can work together on that too. Okay, so jumping into it, we need to think about two things first. The first thing is we need to have a target audience. And then the second thing is we have to have a solution where everyone in our target audience qualifies to participate in that solution. So for today's example, we're going to be focusing on local businesses that have face-to-face interactions with their clients. Because some of the stuff that we're talking about, you have to have that kind of business in order to do some of the things that are going to be in our offer. So we're not really dealing with like online-only businesses. It's like local businesses, face-to-face interactions. And we're essentially creating a lead generation offer for those businesses. Okay, so now we have the offer concept and we've got the target audience. So here are the 5 things that we put in the offer. Thing number 1 is the web design and branding. So it's really important, obviously, to have a professional and solid and mobile-friendly and responsive website so that you've got your online presence is really all dialed in. But that's a lot of setup stuff, right? So it's the website, it's the branding, it's writing the copy, and you got all that. So you have like your graphic design layer. Thing number 2 is like the technical layer, like hosting, maintenance, and support. We charge $100 per month for hosting, maintenance, and up to an hour of support. And most of that $100 goes into the up to an hour of support part. You know, like all those little 10-minute tasks that you don't want to do for free, but you don't want to send a 10-minute invoice either. Just kind of throw that into your hosting, maintenance, and support layer. Thing number 3 is Google Business Profile Management. And this is where the target audience comes into play, because in order to qualify to have a Google Business Profile, you have to be a local business that does face-to-face interactions with your clients. You can't have a Google Business Profile if you're an online-only business. So that's kind of why the target market is important, because this is an example where you couldn't even do this component for someone outside of your target market. But we have over a dozen things that we do to manage and optimize a Google Business Profile. Some of it's one-off stuff like helping the client get verified and making sure the little red pin is actually exactly on the right location and whatever. But we also have ongoing month-to-month services that we do to really manage and optimize a Google Business Profile. So that's 3. Number 4 is local SEO essentials, like stuff that you can do without having to subscribe to SEMrush or Ahrefs. It's just like things that will cause better results for a local business, at least at an essential level. Now you can obviously flex this, like all of these components are modular in the sense that you can either, you don't even have to do it at all if you don't want to, or you can flex the intensity to get better results faster. And local SEO is one of those things. Like you can do like an essentials package, or you can just blow it all out and do awesome stuff. But number 4 is local SEO. Number 5 is Google Local Service Ads. And this is a different kind of ad than you might be familiar with. Like most people, when they think of Google Ads, they think of going into the Google Ads Manager and layering audiences and writing ad copy and targeting and all that stuff. This is not that. This is basically, it's almost like creating a Google Business Profile. In fact, you link your business profile to your local service ads account, so things like your reviews and stuff can kind of shine through. But the general idea is you just create this account, you tell Google what your service area is, what type of business you have, and then you have to upload some stuff to get verified, like you upload your business license and proof of insurance and stuff like that, so Google knows you're a legit business, and then they start sending you calls. And you only pay for the qualified calls. You don't pay for clicks, you don't pay for impressions, just the calls. So this is a great way to get into paid ads without having to write ad copy or fiddle around in the Google Ads Manager, and it's something that you can pretty easily pick up on your own and kind of do yourself. It's a great way to do ads. So those are the 5 components. You've got web design and branding, hosting, maintenance, and support, Google Business Profile Management, Local SEO Essentials, and Google Local Service Ads. So that's our 5-pillar solution-first offer, which is really a lead generation offer for local businesses with face-to-face interactions with their clients. So what's it all worth? So like, how do you charge for it? Well, some of the stuff that you do is setup stuff that you only do one time. And other parts of this offer will be ongoing stuff, especially like local SEO and managing the Google profile and everything. That will fall into the monthly services department. So generally speaking, when we do the setup, it costs somewhere between $2,000 to $5,000. And that includes building the website, writing the copy, doing the branding, like all the stuff that you do one time in that $2,000 to $5,000 range. The monthly retainer is at least $250 per month, all the way up to $2,000 per month for our high-end packages. So one thing to note though, like our high-end packages are the ones that include the Google local service ads, and we will pay for the ads as part of the $2,000. So like we don't always do that. Sometimes we have the client pay for their own ads and we charge a management fee, but for this particular offer, we have it be an all-inclusive kind of a thing where the client is just, they have a consistent price that they pay every month and we cover all the other expenses. So what that means is on our higher end packages, you'll probably need to scooch back the value a little bit. So like the gross annual revenue in terms of like what you can expect from your clients, in terms of like the raw revenue that comes into your business is somewhere between $5,000 to $29,000. Whereas if you take, well, how much do you actually keep out of it? The higher end packages include a bit of an ad spend, so you have to pull that $29,000 back to about $17,000. So in terms of like what you're keeping, it's between $5,000 and $17,000. So that's kind of the average price of one of these projects. And of course, you can set it up in such a way where you have like a good and a better and a best pricing tier, right? So like the way that you kind of figure out what goes into the tiers is you figure out, well, you don't have to do all of the different things. Like you don't have to necessarily run the ads on the lower pricing tiers, and you can even flex the intensity. So like say, for example, you're gonna do blogging, well, you could blog once a month or twice a month or every week. It's like, depending on how fast the client wants the results to come in and what the budget is, you can sort of flex the modules so that you've got something for everybody. So now you've got a good, better, best kind of pricing tier. You've got these projects that are somewhere between $5,000 and $29,000 gross revenue. And it's awesome because you've got something for everybody regardless of what kind of where they are. And you can even grow with them over time. Like you can even bump from good to better to best over time as the client gets better results and has more to kind of invest in their own marketing. So that's kind of how we price everything. But what about presenting it? So like here's the magic sauce. Like out of all the things that we've talked about, this one tip is really the key to get the whole thing going. Because like a lot of people will try to sell the website and then upgrade the client into some kind of a marketing or maintenance plan. And most of the time, clients will say no to the retainer. They just want the website. So how do you fix it? You do it backwards, right? So you do it in reverse. So instead of selling the website first and then upgrading to the maintenance plan, the first thing that you do is you talk about how awesome your retainer is, how awesome the marketing plan is going to be. So what you do is you like figure out a little bit of information about the client you're working with. So you do some research, figure out what the average value of one of their clients is, and then you say, hey, if I could guarantee that you could get 15 leads per month on your calendar, and for that, it's going to be $2,000. And if we don't hit that number, then you don't even pay. So like we guarantee that you get at least that number of leads. Let's also say that you have a close rate of maybe 25%. So like 1 in 4 people that you talk to become a paying customer. So now at a guarantee of like 15 leads, because you'll probably get them like 16, 17, 18, you'll probably shoot for a little bit more than the bare minimum. So like if they're closing at 25%, they're probably getting 4 or 5 clients per month. And you say, based on the value of your clients and the cost of this retainer, it's like you're crushing it, right? It's like so you're demonstrating a really, really strong positive return on investment. And even at our higher end price points, it's guaranteed, meaning that if we don't hit those goals, you don't even pay. So that's a really strong offer and people get really excited about that. At the lower end, you might not guarantee a certain number of leads on just like organic traffic only, but you can at least put it in a ballpark so you can still do the math. And then everybody gets really excited about how awesome the return on investment is going to be. And then you say, in order for this marketing plan to be effective and for it to work, we need to set up the right foundation. And the foundation is all the one-time setup stuff. So now you've got everybody buying both things, because of course they're going to buy the marketing plan, especially if you're guaranteeing the leads, because that's a no-brainer. It's like, of course I would be profitable if I did that, but I can't do that if I don't set things up properly to begin with, right? So like that way everybody buys the marketing plan and they buy the website because they need the whole thing. And that's awesome. So they're getting great results. You're getting recurring revenue. You've probably quadrupled the revenue that you're getting from the client based on if it was just a one-off site. They're guaranteed awesome results. Everybody's winning, which is why this is so much fun. So like that's the trick behind the whole thing. Now, if you want to see exactly how we do each one of the modules, like what are the dozen things we do to manage a Google business profile and how does the local SEO essentials work, and I can even give you like a copy and paste landing page for your website so you know exactly what to say on your site to present this offer, check out the link in the description and join me in Blue Theory. It's our new community where you and I can collaborate. It's awesome. I think you're going to love it. I guarantee that you get results from it. Check out the link in the description, and hopefully I'll see you on the inside.